Why are you back on social media?
Great question.
Why?
I did join. The reason I joined back was because I wanted to post Alexis for her master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do that, and then I was like, and on another point also is the last couple weeks before social media, before getting back to like Instagram, because I'm not on TikTok, just Instagram pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to like scroll on YouTube more on shorts, and before I wasn't doing that the first few months, and then I started doing that, and I'm like, I'm just fucking fooling myself. Like that's part of why I quit too, because I was just scrolling, and so I was like, I'm just fooling myself at this point. Why not just, be real with myself, pretty much.
Do you think you're feeling like an empty void when you were scrolling on YouTube?
A void?
Yeah.
Not a void, but I do feel, being off social media. What I'll say is, I felt more present. Like if I'm at the grocery store in line, I'm not scrolling. I'm just focused on being in line. If I'm at a restaurant, I don't have the need to pick up my phone, take a picture of my food.
This was your New Year resolution.
Yeah, to just be off of it. I didn't put a set time, by the way. It wasn't to do a whole year, nothing like that.
How long did you survive for?
What is it? 5.5 months, I think. 4.5 months. 4.5 months.
But when did you start YouTube scrolling? Because that doesn't count. Like once you start doing that.
Yeah, I know.
When did you start doing that?
Maybe like a month before.
So in April.
3.5 months, maybe.
3.5 months in, your fingers were like, come on, we got to go back.
They were just fucking fidgeting.
How long did you spend on YouTube when you were scrolling?
Not long, honestly.
What's not long?
Like while I'm taking a shit in the morning. I mean, honestly, I didn't. Even right now, I'm not scrolling. I know you think I'm scrolling because I'm sending you stuff on Instagram, but it's like you got to think about it. Imagine I'm going on and I'm sending it to you. I'm sending it to Alexis. I'm sending it to a couple other friends a few videos. But it's not like I'm going for
it's like 5 reels an hour.
No, fuck off.
It's like 5 reels an hour, 6 posts to every 10 minutes.
I just want people to enjoy what I'm enjoying.
But then how long are you spending now? You think an hour?
I can show you my screen time later. Honestly, nah, not even close to an hour still. I'm still not, even when I'm taking a shit right now, I'm not on Instagram. I'm still on YouTube watching videos, not shorts.
So you've just like adjusted the platforms of addiction from Instagram to YouTube.
Yeah, to YouTube videos. Because before social media, I didn't use social media until I think I was a sophomore or junior in high school.
Okay.
And before then, I would watch YouTube videos. That's what I would do. So I'm basically like going back to my normal program.
The first drug.
Yeah.
YouTube.
YouTube was a drug for me before, yeah. Just while I was taking a shit, though.
You don't miss the times earlier this year when you were completely off the grid?
Not. Honestly, it feels what felt good about being off social media was like a reset. Like, okay. Whew, like I was starting to feel overwhelmed with social media. That's why I went off of it originally, right? And then I got off and I feel better now. And I don't feel like right now, I don't feel the urge to go on and check on people's stories. I don't feel the urge to do that, like check in on people. That's not how I feel. And that's what was bugging me before. And I was spending a lot of time scrolling. And right now, I'm not spending a lot of time scrolling still.
You were overwhelmed by just checking in on people?
Just sorry, maybe that's the wrong way to say things. Not checking in on people.
Like, damn.
No, but like.
Who are you stalking every day?
But like, when you go on your stories, bro, and it just feels like mindless. Like people, you're going on your stories, not even to check what people are doing.
It's just like a habit.
Exactly.
It's like fidgeting.
That's my point. Literally, bro.
And you're something catches your eye, you stop it, and you're like,
Are you even looking at what they're doing? You're just kind of like pressing it.
Yeah, I've seen people.
Yeah, they just literally.
Yeah,
that's me, bro.
But then they stop if they see something cool. They're like, okay.
True.
Back.
Like if I see what you're doing, like okay, I'm gonna watch your stuff or like Friends or whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna look. But if I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't even care.
So strange.
Yeah, it is freaking weird, dude. Even just scrolling your feed, it's like, I don't stop and look at everything.
I barely spend any time
on social media.
Scrolling, barely, like 30 minutes in a day, maybe.
That's
on
good.
Instagram, maybe 20. I just do it to post stuff for the pod, but that's it. Sometimes I do sit maybe like once or twice a week where I go above 30 minutes, but then I feel it immediately. I feel like I just ate a bunch of sugar. That's what it feels like. When you doom scroll, you just feel like you ate like a hamburger, a cheeseburger, a milkshake, and ate some Pizookie after. That's what it feels like to me.
Really?
Like I physically just feel like shit.
I feel like shit when I'm doom scrolling. Yeah.
But if you scroll. I saw this guy
Yeah.
make a video when I was doom scrolling. He was like, if you doom scroll with intention to learn, then you might not feel as bad. And I kind of agree with that. Like, if your feed is actually some useful information and it's like value based,
Yeah.
let's say you do scroll for 30 minutes, but if you do it with the intention to learn, you're not really doom scrolling because it's not doomed. You're actually scrolling for information.
It doesn't feel real. That's the problem. Because I on my feed I follow a lot of accounts where I'm learning about animals. I'm learning about like this profile called Wealth, and they don't just post about money. They post about different things.
I know Wealth.
You know Wealth? Yeah.
So they post about everything.
About everything. But I'm learning. Like I enjoy those facts.
Those facts are made up, bro.
You think they're made up?
Yeah, 100%.
No.
There's no way. Yeah, bro. They come up with catchy facts
Like,
based on like these random studies. There's no way the information on Wealth. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, I think it's like they talk about like GDP. They talk about interesting things.
I don't know if all of it is real.
You know what's pretty funny? They posted the hottest temperatures in the world that any country has ever experienced, right? It was like top 10 countries or something like that. And number one, guess what it was?
America?
Japan. 17,000 degrees.
When was this?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki. It was pretty fucked up.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty true.
They got to win that one.
And then it was Death Valley at like 125.
17,000 or 125.
Yeah, exactly. I was cracking up when I saw that difference. At first I was like, what are they talking about? And I'm like, oh my God, these guys are retarded.
Yeah, see, that's the stuff I mean. It's like, okay.
That's pretty funny though.
That's hilarious, yeah. But I don't know if
I like that account though. You don't follow them?
I think I used to, and then I stopped. It was just, I don't know.
Nature is Metal.
Nature's, what's that?
I showed you them before about animals, like feeding on other animals, like predators.
No. Most of my stuff is stand-up clips or cricket. It's like Indian guys giving me advice on how to better my bowling action.
Do you feel like it helps you?
Yeah, it does actually. I'm serious. What
do
you mean? India is like the America of cricket. Like, sorry, like, you know how America is good at basketball? Like, USA. We run basketball. India runs cricket. Like, those people.
But that's like saying.
Are like the greatest athletes.
So who are you
cricket.
Listening to? What kind of people are you listening to?
Like coaches, like Indian guys.
Indian guys. That's like saying like Jamal down the street is as good as LeBron because basketball.
No, but they're like legit coaches though. They're not just like But they're really good. What do you mean? They have academies on Instagram.
How do you know?
What do you mean? How do I know?
Seriously, you're just scrolling. How do you know?
I look at their account. I follow
Kumar
them.
is teaching you the right stuff.
I look at their account. They're legit. They're good at what they do, man. The Indians, they run cricket. It's unfortunate, but it's sad reality.
Okay, man.
They give good advice.
How about your reels? What does your reels consist of?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
reels.
really? Oh, okay. My reels consist of like funny stuff. I did miss. I miss seeing the funny shit. Like stupid pranks. I love that stuff.
Yeah, my stuff is all stand-up clips and cricket. That's it. What else?
Cap.
That's what it is, yeah. I can show you.
Your entire reel is not just cricket and stand-up, bro.
That's all it is. And just some random... Oh, yeah, it's like random people doing like, direct-to-camera videos.
You have nothing... You have no pranks going on.
It's like stand-up clips, that's it. Or like sketches of people, not pranks.
Okay. You don't have any of those glasses pranks? People wearing the Ray-Ban glasses?
That pops up here and there, yeah. You mean the meta glasses of like people?
Yeah.
They're so stupid now. I'm just done. I'm like, okay, I get it.
I love that humor, bro. I love that brain rot humor.
It's like, I get it. These young kids are just like...
You know what I didn't know about? And then when I got back, I was like, are you kidding me? These speed runs people are doing in the Scientology building?
No, what's that?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh my God, bro. So these kids... So Scientology is obviously a cult, right? And they're a huge cult.
Are they?
Huge. You don't know about them?
No, I know Scientology. Okay. I actually know a Scientologist.
Do you?
Personally. Yeah.
Personally?
And he tells me some crazy stuff. He doesn't want to. He's scared of Scientology.
I bet. So these kids are basically, I don't know how it came up, but they're speed running through the building. So once they're let in, they have their glasses on, their meta glasses, and they're just running through the building. And supposedly some people are saying they're trying to map out the building. Some people are just saying they're just messing with the Scientologists or whatever. But it's like a group of people, and they're like 18 or younger, and they're just trying to see how far they can run through the Scientology buildings, without getting kicked out.
And how often do they do it? Just
all the time, bro. It's like happening all the time right now. Scientology, they're having like a crisis.
people are just messing with them?
Yeah, just fucking with them.
They have like armed security guards at the entrance.
But they can't do anything. Can't shoot you.
You never know.
I mean, then they're gonna go to jail.
Their PR is so bad. I see these billboards
It's
in
terrible.
Hollywood. They have this like black guy named Bernard.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Actually? No.
Yeah. I'm like, there's no way his name is Bernard. It's like, I've never heard of a black guy named Bernard. And he's like smiling and it says like a small business owner. And it's just like, I don't know what they're trying to do.
Who's a Scientologist?
Yeah. I'm like, Bernard, a black guy is a small business owner. He's just like, he's like, yeah, I'm really into Scientology. That's the way.
It's weird, dude.
They suck at what they do. And then right next to that billboard is like a billboard of, if you are suffering through getting out of Scientology, contact this number. Straight up. There's like billboards in Hollywood talking about get out of it.
It's a cult. I'm not going to say they're bad at what they do. They're pretty good at what they do, bro. They have so many people involved. Tom Cruise is still a member. Tom fucking Cruise.
Yeah, I don't know why. Is it a religion?
That's California deems as a religion. They're tax exempt.
Do they believe in God?
They believe in Xenu.
Who's that?
Their god.
Who's Zeno? Sounds like an Indian guy, Zeno.
Xenu, Xenu. Xenu is basically, so there's stages in Scientology, right? The first.
How do you know so much about this?
I've watched quite a few documentaries. I've read some articles.
Yeah, what is Scientology?
So Scientology, there's a bunch of phases to Scientology, right? First few phases, that's how they get you, and it makes sense. It's like, okay, you should believe instead of like antidepressants, instead of like physical drugs, you should believe in like talking it out. You should believe in psychotherapy, which is like what Sigmund Freud was an advocate for. They don't believe in like alcohol, drugs, and so there's a lot of things that make actual sense that are in the first few stages, just to basically bring you in and say this is a way of life. It's not really religion, and then you get higher, and I think you get to phase, I think 9 or 10 or something like that, and they bring the idea of Xenu to you, and there's videos of Ron L. Hubbard talking about Xenu and who he is, and it's basically before time. It's like 10 million years ago or something like that. There was this guy Xenu, and he controlled a bunch of beings, right? And they were all like sinners, and so he casted them all down to earth. This is what they say: casted them all down to earth. And once they were on Earth, they made us humans pretty much. So they're a compilation of little tiny beings that make humans of what they are. Essentially cells. Think about cells, but as these little tiny beings. And these beings are constantly sinners. And so what Ronald Hubbard's his point is Xenu put them into us, and we constantly have to fight this sinning mentality that we have. Like, we're always sinning, we're always thinking of bad things, and so we're constantly in a fight against it. But legitimately, it's not like an exaggeration or a metaphor of cells. He literally believes they're tiny humans that consist of our entire body, like millions or billions.
Millions of Matt in you right now.
Tiny little guys, tiny little things.
What are they?
They're just like energy.
Like doom scroll.
Exactly. Fuck.
So
drink.
who's Xenu?
He's the god. He's the one that casted them down to us.
So is Xenu, according to Scientology, good or evil, or like what's their conception of Xenu?
I think he's just like God, right? Like, yeah.
I think, what's the guy's name?
Xenu?
No, the other guy.
Ron L. Hubbard?
Ron
L. Hubbard?
L. Hubbard.
Yeah.
Took some shrooms one day. And he saw something, and then he's like, that's Xenu.
That's what a lot of people think.
I think he just went on a shrooms trip, and then he became obsessed with himself.
Joe Rogan said that. A lot of people think that.
So who is Hubbard?
He's dead now.
So why is he founded Scientology?
Yeah, he founded Scientology.
And
he wrote books. Dianetics.
Do they consider him like a prophet, or?
Yeah.
Hubbard is a prophet.
That's what Dianetics say, and those are the books he wrote.
What say who?
Dianetics.
What is that?
Those are the books he wrote.
Dianetics.
So it's like, because he thinks it's not a religion to him, right? They just it's casted under a religious sector of the government, so they're tax exempt.
It is not a religion.
Not according to them. It's
just
a way of life.
So they're like trying to be like Buddhists, but like just like culty about it.
Very cool. I mean, I don't hear any Buddhists say that they're trapped in a building for life, working for cents on the dollar every hour.
That's what they're doing?
Yeah. They trap a lot of them, bro. They trap them and they make them do dishes, they make them feed, they make them clean, do all this stuff, and they make I think it's a couple dollars a day. That's what they make.
What? So okay, let's say 100 people decide to become Scientologists.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be trapped in a building working cents on the dollar.
Some of them do that, yeah. And then the ones that make more money are obviously those are the like the Tom Cruise.
So what's the point of all this? Like, what are they trying to do? Like, what's their ultimate objective?
I don't know at this point. Ron's gone. I don't know. I mean, what used to be just belief in him, right?
Belief in Hubbard?
Yeah, right? What else would it be? Belief in Dianetics.
My homie who's a Scientologist,
What does he do for work?
he's always looking for stuff.
Okay.
He's a young guy though.
Does he live
like,
there?
No. He doesn't
Okay.
live there at all. He's like in his 20s.
Okay.
He's like 21, 22. And he says his father has spent like thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands
On Scientology.
in Scientology,
Yeah, for
and he
sure.
can't like get out of it.
For
Like
sure.
he doesn't see what he's doing, and they constantly are controlling over their lives.
Mhm.
So you're not allowed to talk about it if you are part of it,
Right.
which is so strange. Why not talk about it?
Because they know it's fucking fraud. The top people know it's fraud. But they take like a substantial amount of your income, bro. They take like 30 to 50%, something crazy like that.
And do what with it?
Fund everything. I mean, you haven't seen their buildings? They have mansions, dude. In the middle of Orange County, in the middle of Hollywood.
Why would Tom Cruise be a part of this? Like, maybe he's seen some good. He's not an idiot.
Clearly he is. To me, bro, it's like, okay, this is the problem. So you know who? Have you seen King of Queens?
No.
You know who King James? James. What's his name? Adam Sandler's friend, Kevin James.
I've heard of him. Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Is he a comedian?
He's in Grown Ups. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's buddy.
I think I know him. He's a Scientologist?
Yeah. No. He's not a Scientologist, but he has a show. You don't know who Leia Remy is, probably, right?
No.
So she's the actress in King of Queens. It's a sitcom, and she was like the wife of Kevin James in the show, and she was a Scientologist for a long time, for like 8 to 10 years, and she got to a certain point where started learning about Xenu, and she was like, this is fucking bullshit, and she walked away, but took her time. Like she couldn't accept it. She just spent this much time of her life advocating for Scientology, giving them her money, and she walked away. But other people don't have that ability, right? So it's like, imagine doing something. It's like these comedians, bro. Imagine doing something for years and years and years, and you still haven't made it. But you're like, oh, it's like the sunk cost fallacy, right? Where it's like, I put so much time into this, I put so much energy, so much money into this. How can I leave now? That's most of Scientologists.
My friend told me that Tom Cruise is really respected in Scientology. Like he's like the guy everybody.
Yeah.
So why would Tom still be a part of an organization that is like clearly?
Maybe there's benefits he gets. I mean, he's obviously the highest earning.
What does he get from?
I don't know. I have no idea. But obviously, he's the highest earning guy.
And he
probably,
never
right?
talks about it publicly.
He has talked about it in like 2002.
2000, but he doesn't actively talk. Nobody like asks him.
No, because he got roasted, dude. He got fucking flamed. And I think Hollywood talked shit on him about it. It was a talk show, and it was like 10, 15 minutes. And he was visually getting angry at the talk show host, and he was like starting to condescend them. It was pretty weird, dude. You haven't watched that one?
Maybe.
Watch it. It's like 10 minutes.
Was it in like a room with one of those director chairs?
No.
Oh,
This was like literally on a talk show. Like he's on the news. And they just brought it up.
And he got uncomfortable.
Inconspicuously, and then he...
So is their goal to spread Scientology? Because that's not a good way to spread Scientology.
They're just trying to recruit. Their whole goal is, how do we keep funding this machine, bro?
But who does the machine benefit? Like Tom Cruise doesn't need the money. He already has all the money.
I'm sure, I don't know, but I'm sure just like in any religion, there are people at the top.
But it's not a
sitting
religion,
there.
you said, right?
It's a cult. Sorry, just like any cult, any religion, any organization.
All religions are not cults. Hold on a second.
No, I'm not comparing.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
saying
it's not even a
organizations,
religion.
cults, religions. in general, societies, there are people at the top, and obviously there's something going. I'm sure they're living well.
Are they claiming to be a religion? No, right?
From my understanding, they are saying their religion for tax benefits,
But they're not really.
but what they tell people, like members, is that they're a way of life.
And what do we know about Hubbard, the guy who was
The
leader?
I knew a
guess?
lot about him. I don't remember as much.
Was he a good guy?
I don't think so.
Did he do some shady stuff? I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're creating a cult, I don't think cult leaders are good people,
I mean, no.
right?
Yes, that's
So,
very obvious.
If you're creating a book, thinking like he genuinely thought he was like a prophet though, right? Like a god, and he wrote these things because
He thought he was a god or a prophet?
whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying he felt like he was above like humans.
Yeah, he definitely thought he got some.
That's my point.
Damn.
Like, did you watch? Joe Rogan kept talking about it. I didn't watch it. I finally watched it. It was a film, a documentary on a cult leader that's currently going on right now in Hawaii. It was in California, then to Texas. No. It's on Amazon Prime. Insane, dude. So this guy's not as big as Ron L. Hubbard, obviously, but he basically just proposed this idea of a way of life. Don't be so stressed out. Relax. Like, life isn't that serious. And it basically was like a secret sex organization where he's just trying to convince guys and girls to fuck him without them knowing. So like they're a group of like 30, 40 people and they're all fucking him and nobody else knows about it. He's basically conditioning them to say,
how's he managing all that?
Insane, dude. It's cult leader though, bro. They're master manipulators. And basically they were here and they grew to, I think, 50 to 100 people, bro, in Los Angeles. And they would go on hikes and they would do things. They built him a home. They would let him stay there. And then I think the authorities got a hold of that something weird shit's going on. And so he took everybody to Austin. Sorry, not Austin. I think it was Austin or Fort Worth, Texas, something like that. Took him to Texas. And I think half of them went with him, quit their jobs, went to Texas with him, left their families, went over there, built him a church, bro. Built him a huge, like, church-like facility. But all he did in there was conduct dances.
Like lap dances for him?
No, like dances, like ballet dances, like gymnastics, like weird shit, like dances, bro. And there's footage in the documentary.
Did he finally get arrested?
No, because once they found out about him over there, like the people started talking. They got in Texas, they got to like 100 people. Once they started hearing about what was going on, like he was fucking them and she was getting fucked and doing all this weird stuff. He took off again and 2 people stayed with him and he left to Hawaii. And he's currently in Hawaii right now as a cult leader. And he brought in 30 or 40 more people.
And how does he make money?
From them. So he collects from them like 10%. Imagine 10% or a few percent of everybody's wage. You're living a very nice wage.
Who buys into this stuff?
So people he goes after are yoga leaders, people in yoga. Yeah. People in yoga, people in meditation. Yeah. Dance classes. Like that type of people.
So white girls, basically.
And guys.
White girls and guys doing Pilates.
Yeah. And he's super into his fitness, bro. Like he's jacked.
He's jacked, of course. That's all he does. He has all the time in the world.
He works out. And
they pay him to work out.
He wouldn't let people in the group if they weren't
jacked.
Good looking and like in shape.
That's what I don't want to say. Good looking people.
Yeah.
Tend to be normal, right?
I don't know. Obviously, there's some weird motherfuckers out there, bro, that believe in this shit.
What's this guy's name?
I don't remember his name. It was some French name.
So why do people not? So do people involved with this guy? Are they not realizing what he's doing to them in Hawaii?
They think.
What a spot, though, by the way, to be a cult leader in. That's
Hawaii.
the spot.
Los Angeles, bro, Texas, and then Hawaii. It's insane, dude.
He's going to Thailand after this.
They actually found him in Hawaii, bro, and they tried to interview him, one of the old cult members, and they're like, hey, and he was like, hello, how are you doing? Just like totally zen, and he's like, so you're back here, and he just starts ignoring the person, and they just end up walking away.
Because was it a white guy? This guy, obviously.
Yeah, he's like a Spaniard or Frenchman, something like that. But
he's European?
Yeah.
European guy doing this?
Yeah. And he has aliases, bro. He has multiple names. But everyone in the documentary, because a lot of the old cult members in the documentary, and they constantly say they just felt better than they ever felt before. Oh, and by the way, I forgot about this, but similar to like every cult, there gets to a point where there's like an awakening, right? Like in Xenu, it's like phase 9, phase 10 or whatever. So there's a point where he'll take everybody on another hike, and you'll camp out there for a few days in tents. And he selects a select few people to embrace him pretty much. And he'll put his hand on their head, and he'll basically, some bullshit that he's creating in his head, and basically saying he's gifting them the power that he has, the knowledge that he has. And they believe it. Even after, like, the people that fell into this bullshit trap, that believed it, even after this whole head cranium bullshit through his hand, they talked about it on the documentary, and they said they genuinely felt some, like, awakening within them.
You can make your brain believe anything.
It's insane, bro.
He just says a bunch of, like, Asian stuff. He's
like weird. Yeah, weird shit.
What's this guy's name?
I don't recall.
But Joe Rogan talked about it.
Yeah, Joe Rogan talks about this cult. That's the building he was gonna buy, by the way, in Austin. You've probably heard him talk about that.
No.
You haven't heard him talk about that?
No, I haven't been listening to him as much. So
this is like the past 2-3 years he's been talking about it. When he bought the comedy,
it was owned by the cult.
Sorry?
It was owned by this cult leader.
Yeah. So before he bought the comedy mothership, he was going to buy this building that was built by these cult leaders. By this cult leader, sorry, and the members. And he's, oh, that's pretty cool. And then he said there was some weird transaction bullshit. And
how old is he, the cult leader?
He's probably in his 60s now. Late 60s now.
What?
Yeah.
60s?
He's been doing this, bro, since the 80s.
He's been a cult leader?
Yeah.
Since the 80s?
Like late 70s, 80s, yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, dude.
He's still in his 60s and still doing this? Still fucking?
Yeah,
in his 60s?
Yeah. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Does he have long hair?
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
They all have long hair.
Yeah.
I've never seen like a cult leader. Maybe I have.
Ronald Hubbard didn't have long hair.
Was he bald? Maybe he was just bald.
You know who I'm thinking of? Actually, I feel bad, but I'm thinking about him. What's the guy from The Master, the actor?
Joaquin Phoenix?
No, the older guy. He just passed away.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
I think he died of drug addiction or something,
Yeah,
right?
he died of drug addiction.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, what about him?
That's who I think about. That's who I'm thinking about.
Yeah, in The Master,
In The Master,
the movie.
Yeah.
It's about a cult.
Yeah, about a cult leader. Loosely based on Scientology.
I was looking this up before the pod, like how many people feel purposeless in the world?
Fuck.
And the number is like through the roof. I mean, there's like studies that say 80, 60, 70, 95. Most people, I think every single person on the planet has gone through a phase in their life where they felt purposeless.
Correct.
And many adults never get out of that. They just don't know what they're living for.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense why some people fall into the trap of
You're
things
saying
like
80,
this.
85, 90% of people?
90, okay, according to one, say 95% of people at some point in their life,
Oh, some point. Got it.
yeah, have
Yeah,
thought
I agree.
about whether or not they're purposeful.
Yeah.
And I think it's like 58% of adults currently or some. There's no way to
That's
quantify.
believable.
Like,
Yeah,
there's no way like, okay, one study can say one thing and they're not going to
Yeah.
be able to generalize for the whole world. But it makes sense.
But a lot
dude.
of people feel like, what is their purpose? They think about it.
Yeah, and I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're doing yoga, meditation,
Right.
refusing to actually believe in valid religions and just saying, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious.
Yeah.
No shit, you're going to fall for some old white guy.
A lot of people were like Catholics, Mormons, other religions, and they just felt like it was forced on them. Like a lot of religions are forced on them. And this wasn't. It was just like, let's just be us. Let's just be me.
That's the problem.
It's the problem, but it's also true. Like I don't like the whole idea of like missionary stuff. I don't like that. I think it forces ideas onto people, and that's what builds resentment in more people than not.
It's a fair point. There should be no compulsion in religion. I agree. But I think missionaries are very important because they spread the word. If you do it in a compulsive way, though, it's not right. You can't force it, but you have to have missionaries.
Yeah. I don't think so. Personally, I think in the beginning it's necessary to gain people, but the thing is, as a missionary, you're not attacking, sorry, but you're going to somebody who's already lost, and then you're bringing them this idea. So it's like, Okay, like you're good job. You're going after somebody that's already lost. Of course, they're gonna be attracted to you because every religion has some good benefits to it. So
They're not. I mean, it depends on who the missionary is, but not necessarily. I think a lot of missionaries just go after regular people. They don't have to be lost. They get posted in different areas around the world. Some may be lost, some may not be lost, but I really respect missionaries, man. If they do their job in a moral way, like a genuine way, I think they're good people. Because be it Christian, Catholic, Muslim, all the missionaries, it's an important job. Because you're basically a representative of a divine, theory and concepts and teachings. And your job is to help people. That's it. You're just trying to help people. It's not about you. It's just about.
But a lot of them take it like that, like, because that's the problem with humans, right? We're egotistical, we're prideful. We're like, oh, I'm preaching the number one thing that matters in this world: God, the Bible, the Quran. And it's like, once that gets to your head, it's like, okay, like you've already lost the whole point of this. And it's not like I've talked to thousands of missionaries, right?
You talk to missionaries or what?
Yeah, I've talked to them for sure. I mean, I've talked to Christian ones, Muslim ones, and I don't like it. It just makes me feel like I don't want to listen to you.
Well, if they're arrogant, then yeah. But
even if they're not, even if they're just like they're pushing this idea onto you. I don't like when people push things onto me. And I think most Americans feel this way, where it's like when somebody, I don't know about, I'm sure Europeans and Asians also feel like this, but I'm just going to speak for us. I think most Americans feel like when somebody's pushing an idea onto you, you kind of want to push back.
Sure, yeah. If that's the thing, what I'm saying is they're not supposed to push an idea. They're just supposed to share with you what they believe. And if you're curious,
listen,
they'll engage in a dialogue, and then they'll tell you more and more and answer your questions.
Yeah, I guess the premise is fine.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. The way to do it is without any compulsion.
It just doesn't work out that way, unfortunately. But yeah,
I mean, it doesn't have to. There's a lot of missionaries I know that do a great job of just existing and answering questions and not being compulsive in any way.
Okay. We don't want to talk about this because it's gonna go on forever. But yeah, we just.
No, I just think like it's. I think America is gonna probably collapse in the next 30 to 40 years because of our arrogance. It's like a lot of people refuse to submit to God, and we're just going down this path of like we're just better than other people. A lot of Americans, we really think that, and that's the collapse of empires. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many of us, like, I meet so many people in LA, they're like, oh, I'm not religious, I'm just spiritual. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, what is spirituality? I honestly think spirituality and being religious are the same thing. You're just refusing to say that you believe in God because of your own ego. Mm-hmm. Like, the whole concept of God is submitting before him, regardless of what religion you believe in, Christianity, Catholicism,
I think Judaism. It's culture too, though, right? Because at the end of the day, they know it's God. They know. I mean, you've talked to people that are spiritual, and what do they say? Oh, I believe in a higher power.
Yeah, higher. What is that? What is the higher being?
They know it's God. It's not. They're not.
Do
idiots.
they? Yes, I agree with you. Like that, but that's just say it's God. Like,
but
what's
it's a culture,
stopping you?
right? Because religion. That's kind of tagging onto my point before too. Religion is like tagged with so many identities that aren't positive right now. Because they didn't have a positive experience growing up, right? When your parents are religious and they force things down your throat, force you to go to church, force you to go to the mosque, you want to veer away. People don't like control.
I'll agree with that. I think a lot of religious people with good intentions have definitely messed up in how they talk about their beliefs.
Yeah, for sure.
To their children.
Good intent, for sure.
The thing is, they don't understand. Like, the more you tell somebody to do something without explaining logic, or being an example yourself, they're gonna lose respect for you. They're never going to believe what you believe because you're in a way persecuting them, right? Like you're saying, if you're with me, you believe this. If you're not, get out. Mm-hmm. Like, you're a bad person. So you can't do it that way.
Yeah.
So who do you blame for this? You don't blame religion. I agree. You have to blame a lot of religious people with good intentions who don't know how to communicate their ideas and beliefs. And they refuse to understand that you can never shove a religion down somebody's throat. Like, you got to believe it. If you don't believe it, you're not going to... What's the point in just saying a bunch of stuff that you don't actually believe?
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah. That's why I get mad at people that say, "Oh, religion is." It's not. Religion is beautiful. it's people are deeply faulted.
Yeah.
And we make religion look bad, even though it is beautiful and perfect.
I see, that's the thing that's interesting to me. It's like, I think because religion is made up of the book of God, right? Book of God. And then it's turned into an organization. And the organization can be a Catholic, it could be a Sunni, it could be a Mormon, right? It's created into these organizations. And I think, personally, the organization is what fucks things up. It's because it's made up of people, right? So in my opinion, I think when people say religion is bad, they're talking about the organization. They're not talking about the book.
Actually, I don't know. I would say it's a combination of both.
You think they're talking about the book?
I think they're talking about everything. And I think they're talking about the teachings. They're talking about the concept of the books as well. But what I do think...
You know what? Real quick, sorry. I will say is with the book, the only people I can understand why they would say is like gay people. Because obviously there's clear evidence that the book is against gay people. God is against, sinners like that. And I mean, if you're gay, if you're just gay, you're going to be pissed off about that. I understand why you would be pissed off.
Well, if you're drinking alcohol, let's say if you're a Muslim, right, and you read the Quran, you're going to be pissed off about it, right? Let's say if that's what I'm saying. It's like desires.
Is gay equivalent to drinking alcohol?
No. I'm just giving you an example of I think what my bigger point is, religion is a set of rules and regulations governed by God. It's not like people telling you. It's God telling you, choosing prophets. And the prophets are like, hey, God chose me to tell you this. I'm humble, man. I did not pick this, but God has revealed to me. And I got no proof physically. I can't bring God. I can't do whatever it is. I can't do insane stuff, but it's a test of your faith and resilience. Here are the rules. And if you don't believe these rules, you're going to live a hard life and God will not appreciate it. So in America, we're so addicted to all our desires.
I think the whole world is, brother.
I think the whole world, but especially in America, I think it's a really big problem where all our problems are first world problems. Like, this is as good as it gets anywhere in the world. And we're still fighting over things that are just factually inaccurate. Like, being gay is a sin. Straight up. God says it's in the Bible. It says it's in the Quran. Straight up a sin.
Yeah.
And to normalize it or to say, oh, well, it's up to your interpretation. No, it's not. It's a fact. Factually speaking, the Quran and the Bible say if you're gay, it's a sin, straight up.
I think that's what pisses people off, though.
But that's the thing. It's like God. So God is pissing you off. Humble yourself, brother. That's what I'm saying. Is people are refusing to be humble.
But on the other hand, you got to be on the other hand too, right? If you're a gay human and you want to believe in God and there's a creator and you're saying like, this guy doesn't like me, that's sad.
No. That's not okay. So that's the thing gay people don't understand. If they're saying that, God loves you. God's not saying you're a bad person. God's just saying stop being gay.
Yeah.
God's saying no.
I don't know.
And listen. I'm not telling you you're going to hell if you're gay. I will never say that as a Muslim, right? I will never be like you're going to hell. Hell, I don't believe that. I think it's up to God still. But are you committing a sin? Yes. Every single time you do gay shit, that is a sin. You're stacking it up against you. Every single time you think of that dick or vice versa, you're committing a sin. And I just committed a sin by talking about it publicly. But you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like just cursing, whatever.
Oh, got it.
My point is like, if you're gay, I'm sorry. It's a sin. Like, I can't fix, like, no religious leader can be like, oh, you're gonna be just fine. Like, keep being gay. What are you talking about, bro?
Religious leaders won't.
I was listening to this podcast with Tucker Carlson, this comedian, I forget. He made a great point. He was like, we never say a baby's gay.
Yeah.
Are there any gay babies?
Yeah.
Are there any gay babies? Do you know what a gay baby? Have you ever met a gay baby?
No.
Okay, so then what's this whole thing about, oh, you're just born this way? It's a choice. Come on. 100% it's a choice, in my opinion.
I think attraction is developed, right? I think it's like nurtured. It's not like I wake up one morning, I'm like, oh, I like dudes. I think there's experiences that lead up to
100%.
It's just like straight people too, right? Like, you don't talk about babies being straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sexuality is a concept that develops. And like, it's not that you're just born a certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand the concept of when a person says this is an active choice, that it's normal. Just because it's a choice doesn't make it normal. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I understand that.
Like, just because it's a choice, okay, I have the choice to
do
fentanyl. That doesn't make it normal or right.
I just don't think it's anybody's responsibility to tell somebody else, hey, you're fucking up right now. If God wants to say so, he can say so. But if I'm not going to go up to a gay dude and be like, hey, you're fucking up.
Oh, 100%. Like, who the fuck am I to tell you?
Yeah,
hey,
that's
I agree with you. Like, that's the problem that religious people don't understand, right? Is like, they'll see a gay person and be like, you're such a bad person. You're going, who the hell are you?
That's the
you're
problem.
You're a deeply sinful person.
Yeah.
It's like, so should we persecute gay people? No. They should have the same rights. Live your life. Do whatever it is you want. Yeah. But don't tell me that what you're doing is the right thing. Like, I have the right to say, what you're doing is a sin. But I'm not going to treat you like you're just beneath me. Who the hell? I'm a deeply sinful person. Shit, I've done worse than gay shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, my point, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like lying.
Wait, can we clip that for a second?
Yeah, like lying, bro, is like, I think lying is worse than.
What's the worst sin to you?
The worst sin? Oh, the worst sin in Islam is.
No, sorry.
Me.
Aside from that.
No, honestly, it is to associate partners with God.
Okay, aside from that, though.
Like, in normal life? I think lying is a pretty bad sin. Okay. I think it's like the worst thing you could do.
You think lying is like the worst thing?
I think lying, absolutely.
Wow, interesting.
I think lying, because it's creating more problems for everybody, not just you.
Okay.
It's a bad thing, lying.
Wait. Explain that.
When you lie, first of all, you're being arrogant, you're ashamed, you're insecure, and then you're making somebody else's life miserable and horrible because they're operating based off of a premise that is not true.
Right.
Like, if I tell you I need $10,000, and you're like, fuck, my homie needs $10,000. And you work hard for your money. You have it saved up for an emergency. You're like, okay, you know what? I love my friend. I'll give this money to him.
Yeah.
I just lied to you, made your life harder based off a premise that wasn't true.
So you can collect money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like, I think lying is, in your daily life, like, that's the worst thing you could do is lie. Have I lied? Have I lied before? Yes. It's not good. Like, you can't. I'm sure every human's lied.
How often do you lie?
I try my best not to lie, man. I tell white lies. You know, like, somebody's like, oh, what do you think of this? I'm like, great. That's, you know, sometimes you can't, like.
You think it's equivalent? You think a lie is a lie, period?
A lie is a lie, man. And the thing is, a lot of us struggle to communicate how we feel, and we're too nice. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody's asking you, you don't want to make them feel bad, but just be honest.
Right.
I definitely need to work on that. So when I was saying I've done worse than gay shit, I feel like lying, man. There's definitely levels to sin.
So you'd rather like you'd rather fucking do than lie?
Maybe. Nah, man. But listen, bro, the gay stuff and like people, we're also just obsessed with gay people, right? Like every person has a gay take, gay jokes.
But this is the problem, right, bro? It's like we are so in a bubble because we live in America. This is a thing around the world and historically. This is the thing. Like, oftentimes people associate Latin America with like religious beliefs, like Catholic beliefs, but like Rio is one of the gayest places on earth, right? Spain is like one of the gayest places I've ever been to, right? And it's oftentimes associated with like Catholicism, the kings, and all this rulings. Historically, bro, like the Spartans were gay. Like they were like the men. Like when you wanted to be a man, you think about being a Spartan, right? They would do gay stuff with their Spartan members to get closer with each other, right? But my point is, like, this is a worldwide phenomenon. It's not just America.
Well, that's why God talked about it thousands of years ago. It doesn't just come up like, oh, gay people, finally.
No, my whole thing, I don't want to just say like this is an American thing. We live in America, so it's a thing.
True. Is being gay unique to America? Absolutely not. You're right. Yeah. You're right. But I do think in Western societies, the conversation comes up a lot more.
I don't think so.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Pakistan never thought about gay people ever.
Well, because it's illegal, bro. I didn't fucking stoned.
I know, but there weren't. Well, the thing is,
who's gonna talk about being gay if you're gonna get stoned? It makes no sense.
No one's getting stoned for being gay in Pakistan. Maybe in other countries.
Not anymore.
I don't think they ever did. I don't think my point is, there's definitely locations around the world that have more gay people, for sure, because of society and the way it's accepted. And it's like, there might be more closeted gays in other parts of the world. Regardless, your point is, gay people have existed from a long time. And I agree. Yeah, they have. And that's why, like, God has said, yo, don't do gay shit.
Yeah.
It's not right.
For sure.
So.
I don't think it's a Western thing, though. Talking about Eastern thing.
No,
about
it's
Thailand,
a human thing.
Vietnam,
No. I'm not going to be one of those people that are like, oh, Western. Yeah, but there's like pros and cons to all the societies and cultures. Religion, though, I think is a beautiful thing because it's telling you a list of things that God says you can't do. And if you try your best to live like that, your life will really be a peaceful life. And people in America, we really believe in individual freedom and rights. And we believe that if somebody tells us not to do something, it's a violation of our privacy and our rights. And it's like, hold on a second.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't think Ibrahim should be telling me what to do. If I want to choose religion, then I'm allow God to tell me what to do.
Exactly.
But that's not somebody, right? That's a bigger than me.
But
thing.
if like a person is if somebody's telling you if this is sin and you're getting mad that it is a sin, it's like, well, that's on you for getting mad because I'm just telling you what it is.
Right.
Like,
but
you know
it's
what I'm
also
saying?
hurtful, bro.
So be hurt. Like that's the thing. Like in the real world, right?
Yeah.
There's hurt and there's consequences and there's right and wrong.
Of course.
And like me telling you what is right or wrong, be hurt.
But you shouldn't be telling anybody, or not you, but like people shouldn't be telling anybody.
Agreed.
That's the problem to me with like missionary things. It's like, okay, if you're a Muslim and a Christian missionary comes up to you and is telling you things about the Bible and this and that, it's like, obviously there's differences. Obviously there's things we're not going to agree on, but I'm a Muslim. If I'm a Muslim that's not happy and I want to become a Christian, it's my duty to step out of my comfort zone and go talk to somebody. Yeah. Not a Christian to come up to me as a Muslim and say, hey, come to our side. It makes a little more sense over here. Like that's not right.
Yeah, that's why people get mad at religions. It's like, well, I'm better than you, you're better than me. No, that's why we can all peacefully coexist in America. And that is a beautiful thing about America. I've bagged on America a lot, but there's no place in the world like this where religions live so peacefully.
So free.
Like religious freedom is probably exercised the best in America. One of the best countries in the world for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
When it comes to, do we have problems? Yes, because we're human beings. But God damn it, I've traveled and it does not get any better than what we have in America. Unfortunately, this is as good as it gets.
I think so.
But to your point though, my opinion is if you really love humanity, remove all labels, races, whatever. It's really hard to do that. If you really love somebody and you see them struggle, you see them sad, you see them mess up, and you have devoted your life to a faith and you feel like that faith can help them, then yeah, I don't think it's bad to reach out to them and be like, hey, I see you're struggling. Here's a way of life. Now, do you have to be like, you suck? What are you talking about? You are a Christian? You believe in the Bible? No, believe in this. It's that you're doing an injustice. But that's why I think missionaries are really important is like, if you see somebody struggle, there's nothing wrong in spreading the word of God. And your job is not to stalk them and go after them. I don't like that. I've seen that on both sides of all religions. It's like people that really believe they have all the answers. And it's like, your job was to tell me. And I said no, so respect that. Mm-hmm. So as long as missionaries recognize that, it's a beautiful thing. I think we need more people that do.
You think we need more missionaries?
For sure, yeah. We need more moral missionaries. See, you have a negative perception, and I can't take that perception away by whatever it is I say on the podcast. But I think missionaries, the ones that do their job properly, are a net positive for the world in a really nuanced and beautiful way, and we definitely need more of them. Yeah.
I definitely disagree with that. I think historically missionaries have done like the most damage. Like God never asked people to go kill others. The problem is it's humans, period. Whether you want to say we need more good missionaries, there's no way to justify that. There's no way to quantify that. It's impossible. Humans are going to be faulted regardless, right? So if you want to say, oh, well, I don't want to speak on Islam, but I'll just say Catholics, for example. If you want to say, in this sector of Catholicism in Southern California, we take missionaries and we teach them the right way. It's irrelevant whether you teach them the right way or the wrong way because people are faulted, right? People have pride. People lie. People go through things even if they don't know they're doing so. A lot of people are prideful without knowing they're actually prideful, right? And a lot of times missionaries, that's what takes control, pride. Is because I know what's better, right? I know what's better than these people because I follow God's word, sorry. And because I follow God's word, that makes me better. And like it or not, bro, that's majority of, that is, not majority, I don't want to say majority, sorry, but that is a lot of missionaries, highly religious people. That is how they feel, and that's how they think. And they don't have to tell you, hey, I'm better than you, but you can definitely feel the condescending tone in their voice when they're talking to you.
Yeah, then if you feel that they're not doing their jobs properly.
And I agree, but that's my, I don't think we need more people like that. We have the internet, dog. Like, anybody can learn any religion right now. And if I wanted to find a mosque and go talk to your imam, or, you know, maybe you even, I can go ahead and say, hey, you know what? Islam sounds pretty good. I'm going to go check it out. I don't need somebody knocking on my door saying, hey, guys, like, have you heard of the word of Allah? Like, I don't need that. I don't need somebody saying, hey, have you heard of the Book of Mormon? It's like everybody and their mom has 3 phones right now.
Well, that's why there's a freedom of religion in America, right? If you don't like that, you can tell them, hey, don't come back again. And
but why come up to me in the first place?
Why not? It's their right to. Like, the thing
is, of course,
it's
their right to. My point, I'm not saying. Hold on, I'm not saying it's not their right to. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it's not a net positive, because we are in the age of information right now, and historically, it's ended very, very badly for a lot of people.
So there's 2 problems with your argument. One, just because something is historically doesn't.
No, bro, don't talk about logic, because I can. It's I don't want to talk about this, bro, because it's just gonna get into this.
Okay, but let me just finish. Relax. I let you talk. Just let me make 2 points. One, just because something hasn't historically worked out does not mean it can't be good in the future. That's just like a logical fallacy flaw.
That is not a fallacy at all, because what is the number one thing historians say?
History repeats itself.
Exactly.
So
what? What do you mean? That's not a fallacy.
It is a fallacy, because you're saying just because something has, it's a logical fallacy, just because it's called a time logical fallacy, just because something has operated a certain way in the past, guarantees it's more likely, but likely does not.
Nobody said guarantees. Nobody says guarantees. What I can guarantee.
But you're saying it's going to be a net negative. You're guaranteeing that.
What I'm guaranteeing is that people are always going to be prideful. People are always going to be sinful, and they're going to take things out of context. And the more people you have, the more people are going to be prideful, sinful, and take things out of context. So then that is a fact. Don't say it's a fallacy.
No, that's not a fact, because I disagree with that.
That is a fact. You can't tell me every missionary in the world is going to be perfect.
I'm not saying every, but I'm saying majority can try to be, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but historically that doesn't make any sense. You're talking on, you have no basis for your conversation.
Are you willing to make the argument right now the majority of missionaries throughout the history of time across all religions have been a net negative to the world?
I'm going to say that majority of missionaries around the world have contributed to a lot of death. Yes, I will say that.
In what way have they contributed to death? Missionaries.
What are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about?
You're talking about Catholics and Crusaders going into Africa. You're talking about going into the Eastern world, going into China, the Englishmen going to China, Protestants. You don't remember all of this in history, dude? Going down to South America, into the States, making Native Americans believe in certain things? Like, come on, dude. That is a lot of death that's attributed to it.
Hold on. So I don't consider them to be missionaries if they're going there for political power. I think, like,
missionaries historically have been involved with politics, have they not?
Of course. So that's
irrelevant. Then you just literally admitted that's irrelevant.
How?
Why are we dude, I don't want to talk about this.
Hold on.
I don't want to talk about this, because we have very different views in terms of religion, and it's like
it's not about religion.
It is about religion.
It's in terms of human nature. You have a negative perception of people, right? You're saying most people are going to be evil. So it's better for people not to believe.
Every human is sinful. You said that earlier in this podcast. Of course,
but that doesn't mean people don't try to be good.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying they don't.
Hold on. Okay.
I'm just saying we don't need people shoving things down our throat.
I agree with that. I agree with that. You're saying people shouldn't even have the right to knock on somebody's door and express their goodness.
I didn't say they don't have the right. You can scroll back, guys. I literally said I'm not saying the right.
You said it's gonna be net negative, no?
I didn't say that.
So what are you saying then?
Fuck? You're not even listening to what I'm saying. I said the net negative is that historically, that's what I said. Historically, then there has been a net negative because it's contributed to death. That's what I said. I said, in my opinion, I'm not the fucking voice of all perfect, brother. I'm not saying that. But in my opinion, it is not a good thing if we have the internet. I don't need somebody coming and saying, hey, do you want to talk about this? Do you want to believe in this? I'm not saying that.
So I'm listening to you very carefully. You just said it is not a good thing in your opinion.
My opinion?
Yeah, yes. It is not a good thing.
I'm not saying they don't have the right to. I'm not saying
okay, fine. So it's a net negative then. It's not a good thing, right?
I'm not. Oh my God, dude. See, this is the problem, bro. that's why I don't like talking about this, because you break things into weird chunks and that benefit your conversation because you understand logic and fallacy. And it's like you say these words like, well, there's multiple fallacies here. There's this fallacy and then there's this fallacy. And the problem is with that, it makes you look very like you're arrogant, dude. And it makes me feel like you're not just me, people you're talking to, that kind of conversation, that kind of tone when you talk to people, it makes people feel like you're condescending them because you feel like your way is right. All I'm saying is, I don't want to talk about this, but in my opinion, it's wrong. You're saying your opinion's right. Let's just leave it at that. Because I don't like these conversations, like they get into this angry thing. You're my best friend, bro, and I don't want to argue with you, and that's it.
It's not a matter of condescending. It's like if you're making an argument, hold on, I feel... You're being condescending this entire time when you talk about religion. I feel like you're being condescending towards me and religious people 100%. Have I expressed that? No, but I'll express that. I feel the same way exactly. When I bring
and that's fine. That's why I said I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
right?
We can stop to talk about it, but I will make a point. And
there you go.
What do you? I have the right, bro. Let me make my point.
We're on a podcast together, though, dog.
You haven't even let me speak. You keep cutting me off right now for the last 20 minutes.
I don't want to argue with you.
I'm not arguing with you. Let me make my final point, and we can rest on that. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. You have the right to have your opinion, but you did say something that is offensive to me, and that is if somebody believes in any goodness, it's not a good thing to spread that goodness. That's what you basically said. If somebody believes in something, a word of God, I think it's actually a good thing to spread that. If they shove it down your throat, it's a bad thing. I agree with you. We should not be doing that. I think religious people have messed up, including maybe myself, in talking about religion, but it's supposed to be a beautiful thing. You shouldn't be shoving it down someone's throat, but somebody should definitely have the right. And I think it's a good thing if somebody comes up to you and shares the word of God. Now, if they do it over and over and say you're a bad person, then obviously they're messing up. But just because
that's not where we disagree. That's not where we disagree at all.
We do disagree. Fine. You just said it's not a good thing if somebody knocks on your door. You said that. You said it's not a good thing. Am I like gaslighting you?
Yeah, you said that. Actually,
you said it's not a good thing if somebody knocks on your door.
I said I don't like it.
You just said it's not a good thing, though. Go back 10 minutes, literally 2 minutes. You said it's not a good thing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not trying to be condescending or trying to tell me what you believe.
This is crazy, bro. People can say in the comments, they can talk about it. This is anecdotal, right? You may have a different anecdote. That's why I never said you were wrong. Did I ever say you were wrong? This whole time, I never once said you were wrong. All I'm saying is that my opinion is this, and you can tell me your opinion is different, and I have zero problem with it, bro.
Yeah.
Aside from the podcast when we talk about this stuff, I never say you're wrong or you're a fucker. Or, yeah, I never say that.
Do I say that you're wrong, you're a fucker? No, I don't say that.
No, bro, but when I'm saying, like, I don't want to talk about it, it makes it feel like you're like, dude, well, you have to listen to my point of view because this is why I feel it's justified. That's what it sounds like. And that's what it comes across. I'm just telling you, if I'm coming off as condescending, talk about religious people, apologize, right? Maybe you apologize back. But when you talk, like if you're so serious about a religion, which you're a lot more serious about religion than I am, I'd say, right? You're so serious about something. In your head, you're not coming off as condescending because you're trying to express your justification, okay? And when you're trying to express it, this is just you as a person. You can you can say things or structure your sentences where it's like, why do I even want to talk about it with this person? Okay. As your friend, I'm just telling you this. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I can be very angry, way more angry than you. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that's why I don't like talking about it. That's it.
Look, I'll apologize if I've come off as condescending, for sure. I just wanted to make my point because I thought you made your point. That's fine. That's all. Yeah. We can agree to disagree. Yeah, we can agree to disagree.
Okay, cool.
We have the internet. You're right. I mean, if somebody wants to research and stuff,
yeah,
they can always look into it. What else do you want to say?
I want to talk about little people, but whatever.
Little people?
Yeah.
What about little people?
Have you heard of this?
No.
So there are these people called little people.
Like midgets?
No. So it's like a Native American. I was gonna attribute the cult stuff to like tribal stuff. I guess kind of does to do with religion too, but like tribes, Native American, South America, all that, they attributed these things called little people, called duendes, and this is still like a Mexican thing, a Hispanic culture thing, even South America, Latin America. And I was listening to a podcast about it. I was like, whoa, because Jessica always tells me like she thinks that remember I told you about the voice, like I heard Mia talking from her room?
Yeah, the
and she was
ghost
on the
stuff.
couch.
Yeah.
So she told me, I didn't tell you this before, but it's not a ghost. It's called a duende. And this is a thing in Latin America, brujeria shit, where you hear somebody's voice, but it's not them. And it's called a duende. And they're essentially trying to lure you in for something, for whatever. Some people think it's good things. Some people think it's bad things. But that's that's essentially what it is. It's like this little person, little thing, little being, whatever. I don't know if it's a physical being or not or whatever, but basically they're there to protect certain things or punish you for certain things. And it comes back from like their religious context of whether things are sacred, whether they're not sacred, whether you're doing something bad, whether you're doing something good. I don't remember why I was tying this in, but I thought it was interesting.
Did you guys figure out what the voice was?
Oh, another weird thing. So this is a few weeks ago. Alexis and I went out to eat, and we're coming back home. And we got home, and then like a bit later, Jessica's like, "We heard your voice earlier." And I was like, "When?" Like I was outside, and she was like, "No, it was like probably 20, 30 minutes before you got home." My dad said he heard this too. That I closed the door and I was like talking to Alexis, like about to walk in the door. And then I didn't walk in the door, and they went outside and I wasn't there.
They heard you though.
They heard my voice.
What would you say?
They didn't say they could. It was like muffled because windows and doors and the walls and all that. But they heard like my voice talking.
All of them.
Yeah. And that's the thing. My dad doesn't believe in this shit at all, bro. And he's like, he's not saying it was a duende, but he's saying it was weird.
So duende is like ghosts in Mexican culture?
Not a ghost. It's not a ghost.
It's a kid.
It's
little
like
people.
It's like a little being.
What is that?
You
mean like a little human, like Hobart?
What is it, Hobart?
What was the guy's name in
that?
Scientology? Sorry.
Ron
little
Hubbard.
humans.
Yeah.
Little cells.
You know what's also weird? Talking about little humans and Ron Hubbard and all that shit. Rogan was saying on this last pod, they're talking about little people, by the way, and that's what made me think about it and do research into it. It's when you take psilocybin or like a mushroom, I forgot what kind of. I think it's psilocybin. It's a unanimous thing that you will. It's not hallucinating because everybody sees the same thing. Hallucination means when you see things different than other people, right? Everybody's a little bit different. Unanimously, people see little people, and they'll talk to you, and they'll tell you weird shit. Like Rogan said, on his first trips, he saw a little jester, laughing at him, pointing at him, laughing at him, and basically telling him you take life too serious. But everybody sees this being, this little being.
Yeah.
Is that fucking weird or what? So I guess my point is maybe because I know South Americans and I'm sure Native Americans, they've taken like ayahuasca. That's a big thing. So maybe that's part of this whole thing.
Yeah. But Jessica and your father did not take any ayahuasca.
No.
They saw.
Yeah.
Or they heard your voice.
And I heard that was the weirdest thing because I've never heard anything like a ghost. Like I've experienced like weird shit, like heard a door slam, weird shit like that. But it could be
that's just the wind, man.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
But when I fucking heard it, dude, audibly, I heard Mia call my name 3 times.
Did you? Okay, I forgot to ask you when you were talking about that. Did you get enough sleep last night before that?
Yeah.
You got enough sleep.
Like, I was good.
Everybody in the house wasn't tired.
No, we were like good. We were like doing construction on the house.
Construction on the house. So
yeah.
There's loud noises. Though.
No noise because it was just me and my dad working on it.
But was there loud noises?
No loud noise. It was just us 3 in the house. Me and my dad stopped, and we were talking to Jessica about like the plans or whatever.
And then you heard
we heard that
sister saying your name.
Guy, because she used to call me Guy. Guy.
Maybe because she's small. She was like hiding or saying something.
She was sleeping on the couch right next to me, and I didn't know she was right there. My back was to the couch. And I start walking, and Jessica's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "Mia's calling me. You don't hear her?" She's like, "I heard it, but Mia's on the couch right here."
I don't know.
Weird, dude.
Your dad still doesn't believe in it?
Nah.
What does he say when you bring up this story?
He thinks it's weird. He doesn't have an explanation. He doesn't want to say that he believes it. I think after that one, the Mia thing, and then they heard me talking, I think he's a little bit more skeptical now.
Listen, bro, I still definitely get scared at night. you know,
You get scared at night walking downstairs?
some a little bit, yeah, for sure. Am I like?
Do you walk in pitch black or you turn lights on?
I don't like it pitch black. No, I turn the lights on.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I get scared easily. I'm like, oh shit, what's that? But do I believe in it? Like, yeah, bro. Sometimes I'm like putting in the laundry at nighttime and it's like dark and I'm like,
You hear some noise or yeah.
Yeah, I'm like just like, oh, because I feel like we've seen so many scary shit,
Yeah.
scary movies that you're just like,
What's happening?
like maybe a world. I would love to see like human beings live in a place where there's no media, nothing.